Before we get into it, nothing here is financial advice, just my opinion. Constellation Energy grew its balance sheet 70% overnight. 55 gigawatts, the largest power producer in America, and Wall Street cut the stock 40% anyway. Buried in this 10Q is one number that tells you what really happened this quarter. Let us read the filing. Constellation runs the largest nuclear fleet in America. Roughly 1 in 5 reactors, about 22 gigawatts of round-the-clock zero-carbon power. Spun out of Exelon in February 2022. Independent power producer, not regulated utility. January 2026 closed the Calpine acquisition, 55 gigawatts combined. A new company wearing an old ticker. Monthly chart since the 2022 spinoff. Constellation Energy, based around $80 for 2 years, went vertical to $412.70 at the all-time high, and today trades around $246. Why? 2 parts. 50 million new shares for Calpine, 16% dilution plus 22 billion debt, and PJM uncertainty, delayed data center deals. The chart, price swept the yearly low at $228.63 and reclaimed. Monthly oscillator most oversold ever. Daily RSI reclaiming 50 is the turn signal. Trailing 12 months, 29.9 billion revenue. Operating income 4.97 billion. EPS 11.51. Looks clean until you isolate the first quarter. PJM capacity prices ran $270 per megawatt hour versus $54 the year before. 5 times. That's winter pricing, not a baseline rate. Full year consensus sits at 34.5 billion. Don't annualize the first quarter. Now flip to the balance sheet, because the income statement only tells half the story. Total assets nearly doubled. 96.9 billion, up from 57. Calpine landed on the books, but so did the debt, 22.5 billion. Net debt 21.7. One number needs a calendar reminder. 11.5 billion of Goodwill, 11.1 from Calpine, and that allocation is still preliminary. It can change materially across the next 2 10Qs. Acquisitions hide their surprises in the Goodwill line. Cash flow is where this either holds together or it doesn't. Here's the number I promised. Headline says the first quarter earnings, $4.49 a share. The filing says adjusted operating earnings, $2.74. The GAAP, about $721 million of unrealized gains on fair value adjustments. Paper gains. Real company, not real quarter-over-quarter earnings power. 21 times GAAP earnings. Management's guide, 11 to 12 adjusted, know which earnings. Operating cash flow, $4.6 billion. CapEx, $3.4. Free cash flow, $1.1 billion. Thin, no way around it. Management guides $8.4 billion across 2026 and 2027 combined. But the qualifier matters before growth investment. Reported free cash flow comes in lower. The first quarter also carried 99 scheduled refueling outage days. A heavy cycle. The thesis lives or dies on the cash actually showing up. Which raises the next question. What is management doing while they wait? 4.7 billion of buyback authority remaining, 338 million already deployed in April and May. The LS Power deal, 4.4 gigawatts sold for $5 billion. Active deleveraging, not a plan. Dividend, $1.71, 15% payout. One headline got wrong. June's 11 million share offering was existing holders selling, not new shares. The dilution, 50 million shares, already happened. It's done. Management is executing. The question is whether the price reflects it. 21 times GAAP earnings, 13.2 times EV to EBITDA on about 108 billion enterprise value. Forward PE 20 to 22 times. Notice it does not compress. The market already repriced Calpine earnings. What it hasn't priced is confidence in the timeline. Consensus target about 358, spread from 296 to 441. Nuclear is the only zero-carbon baseload that runs around the clock. Cyrus won commitments over 1,100 megawatts. Walmart signed its first ever nuclear power deal. License renewal applications filed for Gina and 9 Mile Point into 2049. $5 billion of LS Power proceeds paying down debt. Guidance reaffirmed at $11 to $12 adjusted. The assets are generational. Bear case. PJM regulatory uncertainty is real. Management said customers paused data center discussions. 3 Mile Island grid connection pushed to around 2031. The first quarter surge was winter pricing. $11.5 billion preliminary goodwill. 50 million new shares permanent. Shareholder investigation announced June. Early, no findings, but on the record. Why price a stock in gold? Gold strips away inflation, revealing whether the business gained or lost real value, independent of what the Fed is doing. At the peak, one share of Constellation Energy bought about 0.11 ounces of gold. Today, 0.0595 ounces. That's a 46% loss in real purchasing power, deeper than the dollar chart shows. The ratio sits on a volume shelf at 0.060. Momentum, record oversold. A coiled spring or a broken stock. The filing decides which. 6 criteria: 2 pass, 3 watch, 1 fail. Nuclear is real. Cash flow has to deliver. Risk has too many open questions. On targets, Wall Street sees big upside, consensus at 358. My multiples say overvalued right now. Technically, 241 is the battle line. Monthly oscillator most oversold ever. 3 frameworks, 3 different answers. I show you the data, you make the call.